me again, here we go. Right, Freespools. We've used the term drum disconnect freespool quite a bit, and I suppose it's time to talk a bit more about what that actually means. So let's start off with a traditional freespool. So we've got a Cobra 3 here that's part built at the moment, but pretty much all low-line winches work in the same manner as this, which is within the gearbox, we've got a pin. Now here it's on a cam. When I twist this, the pin is lifted and the winch freespools and we can pull the rope from the drum. What's actually going on in there? Okay, so inside the gearbox, we have a gear like this. This is an annulus gear, and we've got a series of holes around the gear. Now, when that's dropped in there, we can see, we look down through, these holes line up, and when the pin is lifted, it allows this gear to rotate. So when we are in freespool, we are effectively turning the gearbox as well, which is not easy to do when you haven't got a drum there, but you can see there's the drum rotating, or the gearbox rotating, as would be the drum. So that's the resistance you feel in a normal low-line winch. A lot of people have had experiences with different winches where you're there trying to drag the rope off, and a lot of people end up giving up and they just power it out, power it back in again. Now, on some of our winches, not all of them, but a lot of them, we have what's called a drum disconnect freespool. Now, this is a King Cobra here. Hornet 2 is the same, Principal Atom 2 is the same, and we've got some other things coming in the future which are going to be working the same manner. So we've got gearbox at this end doing all the drive, and now running down through the centre of the drum is a very, very fat drive shaft, and we can see the end of it around here. Okay. Now, in the very end, we've got, you see 4 pins in here. Those 4 pins are attached to the drum. So when this plate is engaged, we've got a connection between the drive shaft and the drum. So this would be being driven by the motor. When I go into freespool through pneumatics, this pulls this plate out. Now the drum is fully disconnected from all of the transmission. And now the drum has absolutely zero resistance. All that's going on is that the drum is sat between a pair of roller bearings and is able to rotate really freely. So when you need to pull the rope off the drum with a King Cobra or a Hornet, etc., you can just grab the rope and run. If you're racing, your co-driver will really thank you for this when you're doing multiple winch pulls. When you come out of freespool, there's a spring in here normally that will push it down, and then as you pull the rope out, it will engage and lock in, and now you're back to drive again. And that's a full drum disconnect freespool. Once you've used one, you'll never go back.